time. A nicer man you won't find in wrestling. Ready to go. Get this ball rolling at 125 pounds. It's going to be Stephen Abbas, the Fresno State junior and the #1 seed, taking on Jody Strittmayer of the Iowa Hawkeyes, a senior and the #2 seed. Very impressive records, 33-0 for Abbas, 32-2 for Strittmayer. There you see Stephen Abbas. He is the 1999 champ. He took last year off as a redshirt year, coached by Dennis DeLito in his 20th year at Fresno State. Also coached by his dad, Jerry Abbas, a Fresno State grad in his 6th year working at Fresno State. Abbas has been dominating all year long, handling all comers. He beat many of them ranked in the top 10. And the big cheer goes up for Iowa's own Jody Strittmayer. He is one of 4 Hawkeyes in the finals. He is the Big Ten champ. This will be his final match as an Iowa Hawkeye. And I tell you, if he had to pick a place to do it, it would be right here in Carver Hawkeye Arena. He was the #1 seed last year, but he lost in the quarters to Steve Garland. And you know that Jody Strittmayer has something to prove. Iowa in the black, Strittmayer. Abbas from Fresno State in the blue on the left. We're underway.
Lon, these two have met head-to-head once this year, and it was Stephen Abbas who had won that match 14-1. In order for Iowa to have any chance at the team title, all 4 finalists have to win, and they have to pick up 5 bonus points in addition just to tie. So Strittmayer wants to win this match, but if he can pick up extra points in doing it by pinning, major decision, or technical fall, he will help the Iowa cause.
When Abbas scores, don't be confused that a large contingent has come out from Fresno to watch their man. No, it'll be the Minnesota fans cheering for Stephen Abbas to defeat Iowa and knock Iowa out of the championship.
And this is where Stephen Abbas does very, very well. He's great technician at shooting on the legs, very quick, has great setups to get in on him, and there you see him scoring. And he's going to get back points right off the back against Strittmayer. Near fall, it's called.
Referee Dave Frisch right there on the edge of the action. A 3-minute period will start us off, and then 2 2-minute periods and more points being scored. Can you keep track there, Jeff?
Absolutely. What happens is it's the same pinning combination, so they're looking to try to get a 5 count to give him 3 near fall. He only held him there less than 5 seconds, so he gets 2 near fall points, scores now 4-0. And as long as he stays in that same position, he can't get more and more points. It's the same count.
Strittmayer down and in the grass. Abbas will let him go on a 1-point escape for Strittmayer. 4-1 for the Fresno State junior. He'll be back next year.
He's wonderful to watch. He took last year off to train for a potential Olympic berth. He didn't make that, but he certainly improved his wrestling a whole bunch going up against the men who represent us here at the United States level on the Olympic team. But what a wonderful athlete, superbly conditioned, and best of all, his technique. For anyone who doesn't understand wrestling, it's not about power. A lot of it is about leverage, and that's what technique's all about. And there you can just see how it's smooth.
Another shot.
He moves and to earn that takedown. In on the legs quickly, and then you move to the area of least resistance with your technique. It's the best way to wrestle, and Stephen Abbas is very, very good at it.
Such a tall order for Strittmayer to come in here. Dennis DeLito looking on. A very little coaching going on, really, because his man really has this under control. But Strittmayer, I was going to say, has a tall order to go against a man like Stephen Abbas.
I'm sure Coach Zaleski of Iowa told him, don't worry about the team race. You go out there, wrestle your match. You beat Stephen Abbas to win the individual crown.
6-2, Fresno State on top of Iowa here in the first of 10 championship matches coming to you from the University of Iowa.
Coach DeLito, very interesting character from Fresno State, the head coach.
Got him again.
And there you can just see how nicely he moves, and that's great wrestling. That's exciting wrestling.
8 points scored in the first 3-minute period for Stephen Abbas. It is 8-2. We've got 4 minutes of wrestling to go, but look how easily he gets it done.
Just wonderful. In on a double leg. He reads the way that Strittmayer is countering him and moves towards that direction to keep the pressure on the legs, controlling the hips. Finishes with that takedown.
Abbas has already told referee Dave Frisch he's going to let Strittmayer go, so Strittmayer gets the escape point, and that creates some problems for the Fresno State wrestler.
Yeah, as soon as he turned the face, he took a quick shot, and it caught Abbas flat-footed. Now Strittmayer has a chance to put a takedown points up on the board, and he needs this to get back in the match. But watch how Abbas now will move behind. Now he's hooking onto Strittmayer's leg. This will make things harder for Strittmayer to
got it.
Nothing yet. There's the point.
He gave it, yep. Well, you know, Abbas was near the edge of the mat, and earlier he elected not to go out. He had a chance to go out and end that confrontation.
Well, there is a rule. If you purposely go out of bounds to avoid a situation,
sure,
you
there's
can
a rule.
Yeah, there's a rule. Sometimes it gets hit, but sometimes it's difficult to see it. Here in the replay, you see Strittmayer nearly putting Abbas on his back, but that was Abbas trying to counter, and when he knew he couldn't stop the takedown, turned to his belly.
Back live, mid-second period. 8-5.
Look for Strittmayer here to take a chance on top. Might move out for a cradle, throw legs in, look to try to turn him using legs, but Abbas will have none of it. Good hand control by Abbas, turns the face, that's a point. In the neutral position now.
You're set.
Got him again. Strittmayer needed some warming up, and 8 points being scored against him in the first period maybe did the trick. Is he going to give? He's got to control him. He does.
And
it's a 2-point match all of a sudden.
And Abbas has let the crowd back in this now, Lon. And anyone that says there's no home mat advantage is out of their minds when these people start screaming. It's so loud in here. And Iowa has that tradition. This is an educated audience. This is a savvy audience. We saw some portions of the audience in Minnesota, Iowa State and such, and they go back and forth with one another.
Escape point for Abbas.
10-7 now to score. 17 points on the board already. Takedown artists here.
The pressure is beginning to build on everyone here in Carver Hawkeye Arena. Strittmayer off balance just for a second. Abbas saw it. Could not take advantage.
Abbas didn't have much of a penetration step there. You don't want to reach and get extended with your arms. That's when you become vulnerable, is in an extended position.
Abbas just wants to hang on. No call. So after the second period, boy, 10-7, and what we thought was going to be a Fresno State runaway. Dennis DeLito now feeling a few more nerves. Jim Zaleski in a very familiar pose here at these championships. Abbas is down for the beginning of the third. He is up by 3 points.
Tom Brands is also in that corner, an Olympic champion and multi-NCAA champion as well. And Strittmayer in again. And definitely the momentum in this match has shifted.
He's got a turn, though.
Same position. This might end up in a
stalemate. Turn here.
Yeah, he can turn to the left now.
You know that there's 11,000 referees in here, too.
Needs to move to the head of Abbas. Needs to compress his body towards his head to get his leg back, but now here it's going to be a stalemate. This is going to end in a stalemate.
Yep, that is a stalemate. Dave Frisch calls it. Nobody likes the call. Except maybe Stephen Abbas.
Yeah, there's some Minnesota people up on their feet, too. They need Strittmayer to lose to lock.
Down low, Abbas with a quick shot. Caught Strittmayer napping.
And once again, that wonderful setup, the good speed, good penetration step, and that's the move he's been scoring with, that double and taking him which way Strittmayer chooses.
13-7. Is it insurmountable? 1 minute to go.
And that stalemate certainly ended that momentum. It seemed as though Strittmayer had a chance to make this a true dogfight, a 1-point match, but with that takedown and a 6-point lead, Abbas is going to be very hard to beat.
Well,
crazy things happen in finals.
No points. Dave Frisch still signaling no points. There you see it, 10 seconds.
As long as his hands stay locked in there, it is. That's
There's 2 points, but he's not going to get the pin. He was close to position. He's trying to turn Abbas. 1 second to go. No points scored. Jody Strittmayer cannot put the points on the board, and his final match as an Iowa Hawkeyes. Dennis DeLito and Stephen Abbas both celebrating the national championship once again for the Fresno State Bulldogs. The Minnesota fans are cheering just as loudly because they have a national title. Welcome back to the University of Iowa and the NCAA Wrestling Championships in